Daniel,
John,
what's up, dude?
all good.
We've been
All
hanging
good.
around for ever since, well, since yesterday.
Since yesterday.
So it's not like we've been just reconnected or anything like that.
No, no.
So
We were just saying hello for the audience.
for the audience, for you guys,
Hello.
hi. So I'm John. You know me, hopefully. If not,
John.
where have you been? And yeah, we've had Daniel on the channel, as you guys
Hi.
know, and we did an interview, I think, late last year.
Late last year, I guess it
Yeah.
was in November.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's when I got to try the prototype for Prometheus for the first time.
Yeah. Which changed a bit since then because it's been out now since January. And yeah, it was the prototype. So we talked about the changes that were still going to be made. Made them. They're out. They're going like crazy.
Yeah.
It's a bit overwhelming, to be honest.
Yeah, so let's go back. So we tried the prototype. That was a lot of fun and you got me really excited. And then we had to wait some months before you had the first batch out. How many amps were the first batch?
So the first batch, we kept it really small. It was around 20.
Mm-hmm.
So like the demo amp for Nam and like another one for me. And the rest was sold like really fast. Like the first one, because the batch was so small and I didn't know if they are gonna sell at all.
Yeah.
Well, it's 2024, releasing a tube amp is not like
Mm-hmm.
what everyone should do. I can't recommend it. Actually, I do. But they sold within like half an hour.
Yeah.
So the second batch, we went to almost 40 amps. They sold in 40 minutes.
And mine was part of the second batch, right?
I
The
guess so. I guess so.
red velvet.
No, you had one from the first batch, actually.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But so like
because the second batch is shipping. So we're filming this on, what date is today?
15th of August, I
Yeah,
believe?
something like that.
Ish.
Yeah, middle of August. So they're shipping this week, next week, until end of August. The second batch will be out. Then we're gonna start taking pre-orders for the third one. 51 this time.
Yeah.
And I mean, there are like 30 reserved already, just from dealers and
Awesome.
artists, and it's crazy. Like there were like huge artists, like Trivium ordered one, and like bands of that size, which is crazy.
Awesome. So Matt from Trivia.
No, not Matt, Corey.
Oh, cool.
Corey
Awesome.
is like a crazy collector.
Yeah,
I met some friends of him and they were like, so you talked to Corey? Let him show you his amp collection. And he has like this huge wall that's just
Yeah.
PV amps. Like he's into PV amps and
Mhm.
he likes to support small brands, and that's good for me. I'm a
Yeah.
small brand.
that's awesome. And it's funny, like tube amps are dying, and he's like, outselling all your amps. So that's really
Yeah.
cool.
I mean, it's a unique thing.
Yeah.
And I'm really into it, and it's not like we're trying to sell like hundreds
Mhm.
in a month. So it was planned as kind of a side business
Mhm.
project of Lichtlaerm Audio, but
Yeah.
it's keeping us really occupied. There's so many requests for like doing a lunchbox amp.
Mhm.
So if you're seeing this, there's a comment section below, I guess. Tell us what you would like to see in a lunchbox version. So what we
Just the
could leave
clean
out.
channel.
Just the clean channel.
Yeah,
because
just the clean
we
channel.
do cleans only.
Oh, by the way, we're at 42 Gear Street at Henning Pauli's place. I totally didn't mention that, but I'm going to mention it now.
Yeah,
And I didn't even say this is Daniel from Lichtlaerm Audio.
yeah. I guess I introduced myself, but
And I'll put the
you-
logo in the screen. What
Yeah.
we're gonna do this a little bit spontaneously and try to not be forced and scripted and all that stuff. But
yeah, we're a bit goofy.
yeah,
Like,
we drank too many beers yesterday.
it's good that you said I'm still hungover. That's why I'm not taking off my sunglasses.
But so that's going well, and yeah, I mean that amp is incredible. I love it. And by the way, I did a full demo and review of the amp as well on my channel, as well as some other videos, and it will be used in more videos in the future because it's just such a
Yeah.
fun amp.
The cool thing is like the plan for Gear Street, because we announced our own speakers in January when we released the amp, and they're finally here. Like we ordered them in March, then the factory got flooded,
Oh,
and we had a delay of months, and we're waiting. There's like a wait list of like 200-300 people, and
Oops.
yep, kind of sucks. But
Oh.
they're here. They're here. I got them with me. They're
So-
somewhere up there in the.
Yeah, I
really-
saw the cab, and the cab looked really cool. So tell me a little bit about the speakers. I mean, we've talked about it before, but
Yeah. So they're really differently voiced from what you would expect. Like,
Mhm.
I feel like every modern speaker is like some kind of a take on the idealized V30
yeah, or greenback.
or
I guess.
greenback. Like, I love the greenback sound. I'm not a V30 guy,
Yeah. Mhm.
but so I kind of took the same approach as I do with our pedals and our amps. I'm looking at what is everyone else doing? What's cool right now? And then I do the opposite.
Awesome.
And either people think like, oh yeah, that's cool as well, or they think it sucks and I pretend I never did that.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were received really well when we announced them. And like I said, we have like around 300 pre-orders, and I made the mistake of only ordering 300 speakers
Hmm.
from Fane Acoustics.
Yeah.
Those guys do also like the high watt speakers and Freyat, amazing people to work with, and like the whole speaker thing was a pleasure. Like, they're just amazing.
And the name of the speaker is the LCFR, correct?
LCFR.
Yeah.
Yes.
And are there multiple versions, like 8 ohm, 16 ohm?
Right now, only 8 ohm
Mhm.
because it's a new product release, and releasing a new product in multiple versions
Yeah.
is kind of risky. And a small company, I can't throw like 30,000-40,000 at a new product without being. Do people even like get one version? But
Yeah.
there's a lot of interest in the 16 ohm version. So when we reorder them, we're also going to have 16 ohm version. And I already started talking to Fane about another speaker design I had in mind,
Hmm.
which is different. Like, this one is really modern voiced. Like,
Yeah.
it's still mid forward. It has a huge bottom end, but it's kind of evened out and really stable low end, 150 watts. So it's like, our friend John Brown said it's definitely 112able. Look, there's Henning.
And you're
I
also...
got cheese.
Yes.
I
You're
thought it
making me
could be like a
hungry.
Dutch theme. Awesome.
No, I have my own
Oh, I'm
country.
gonna have to have the cheese.
Gouda.
I love this guy so much.
He especially loves the 8x12 cabs.
Oh God. Have fun.
Oh yeah, we're doing an 8x12. I was not allowed to bring that. Henning is afraid of
Shut up.
things, of big things.
Henning is very much afraid of big things penetrating his personal area.
Exactly.
And I mean his garden and stuff in his house, of course.
Oh, he's looking really weird off camera, but it's fine. He's not. I'm just joking.
But so you've got a 2x12, and then 8x12,
And of course a 4x12.
and of course a 4x12.
I mean, the 8x12, I'm going to be honest, it's kind of a gag.
yeah.
Just a joke. Like, there's like a couple of brands that do those amazing 6x12s, like Emperor.
Yeah.
And I guess Zilla did it, and Omega, did it back in the day, but they don't do it anymore.
Mhm.
And we were like, okay, it's like this goes to 11, and then someone comes out and this goes to 12, and the next one is like, this goes to 20. So here's your fucking 8x12. Good luck carrying this down to the downstairs venue.
Has there ever been an amp designed that with the controls that they went to 666?
Yes.
Okay.
Ola did it on the
Oh, okay.
on the Satan.
And the Satan,
The
yeah.
Randall Satan.
So I'm going to put this out here right now. If you ever want me to review one of your cabs, we
yeah.
could do maybe the 212.
So John has a really narrow staircase. I'm gonna send him the 8x12.
We'll talk about that. No, but I'd love
we
to do
can-
like the 212 or
Yeah,
because
sure.
I mic cabs now.
Yeah,
I have
I've
an
seen that.
SF57. I'm getting a Sennheiser mic as
Yeah.
well, so it could be fun.
And I'm gonna be honest, I prefer my cap over an IR.
Hmm.
When you sent me the captures of the Prometheus, which turned out amazing in general, but the ones with the
angle.
mic'd angle,
Yeah.
like, that was insane.
Yeah, that cab is really cool.
Yeah.
So I'd love to compare your cabinet to that one because that's like my staple cab right
Yeah.
now. It's
Yeah.
literally the only cab that I have right now. But now that I'm getting a little bit more into the cabinets, I'd love to try some more cabs and see how that sounds and
Oh yeah,
experiment a little bit.
sure. Like, it's vastly different, and
Yeah.
I love those Engel caps.
Mm-hmm.
Like in general, like Engel is such a cool brand. Jürgen is a nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not the biggest fan of like the balls,
Uh-huh.
which is not due to the amps. It's just if you're from Germany, it's the amp that everyone gets as a first tube amp.
Yeah.
And you know how you dialed in your first tube amp. Probably didn't sound good.
Uh-huh. Yep.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I sucked at it.
Oh, in fact, one of my very first tube amps was a Powerball.
Oh, really?
I got a Koch first when I
Oh,
moved.
yeah?
When I started playing in my old band, I was like 18, and then I was like, okay. I got a Koch Power Tone. I don't know if you're
Okay.
aware of those.
Are
It's
they,
like a
are they
Dutch
from
brand.
the... Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. And I mean, that relates to what I'm saying, right? Like,
Yeah.
you get a Dutch brand first, and in Germany, like,
Yeah.
Engels are super cheap on the used market, right? So,
Yeah.
so you can just buy them from your holiday, like your vacation job, like
Yeah.
bring newspapers and what have you. So
Yeah.
it's the first amp you can afford, like
Yeah.
the first like big.
It's not a
amp.
bad amp,
It's
in
not,
my
but
opinion.
but you
know
have
what
to
I mean?
learn how to dial it
Yeah.
in.
It likes the mids
Um,
cranked and the treble cranked. And,
Exactly. And especially like the older ones, the silver face versions, they
Yeah.
could get really fizzy.
yeah.
And you know, when you start out playing metal, what do you do? Like gain on full,
Yeah.
bass on full. Now it
Mids
needs
zero.
highs, mids out.
Yeah.
And not gonna work with this kind of amp.
But the funny thing is, like, people think that every metal album has, well, has the mid scoop, but even, the stuff that they think has all the, they don't have the mid scoops.
Exactly.
There are almost no metal albums with the
Yeah.
mids. It doesn't work.
Exactly.
It simply
yeah.
doesn't work. Maybe like some sort of grindcore albums. I don't know, but
Yeah.
there must
Yeah,
be.
yeah, yeah.
But in general, producers and engineers and stuff, they like to have some mids in the guitars.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, going back to that Powerball, so I had that Koch and I didn't really buy it. I got it from the previous guitarist. And then I got a Powerball too, like
Yeah.
the old version. And I just didn't really know what to do with it. So I quickly came to realize, it feedbacks too much and this and that. And I just had to sell it. And then later, when I learned better how to dial in amplifiers and stuff, the whole thing changed, of course. But I didn't have any clue, no reference. It was
Did
just,
you ever get one of those Koch amps again to try?
no, but I'd love to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be a nice thing, like getting your first tube amp.
Yeah. Yeah.
With what you know nowadays.
Yeah, and implement that.
Oh yeah.
I remember them being a little bit like grainy, and not in an unpleasant way, but very forward sounding and sort of grainy. But
Yeah.
that's all. It's a long time ago. So,
Mhm.
and I was like, as I said, like 18 years old, and really didn't know what I was doing. But they were very well built. I remember the crew loading off the amps from the truck, and then it just fell off the thing
Oh,
from the truck, and it
no.
fell, and it was still working.
Oh, perfect.
So that's a good sign.
Good engineering.
And Daniel bought an amplifier yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that amp.
So because I like ridiculous things, as you know, with like building 8x12 cabinets, I bought a 300-watt guitar amp made by Verellen. It's an amazing US brand, Ben Verellen, who
Mhm.
played in Helms Alee, like a noisy rock sludge like metal band. Amazing band.
Mhm.
And it was always a bucket list amp because a good friend of mine, Mike Sullivan from Russian Circles,
Mhm.
used to play it. It's the perfect pedal platform. Like 300 watts of headroom is just like, it's insane.
Wow.
And so one popped up not far from where we are now.
Mhm.
I was like, okay, so I'm just gonna take that short drive, which in German terms is 4 hours, and pick it up. So got a new amp, spend a lot of money.
It looks massive,
It's
super
fucking
wide
heavy.
and stuff.
Yeah, it's super heavy. It's impossible to carry alone.
Maybe we can insert some pictures.
Oh yeah, sure.
It looks really cool. So it's funny to me that somebody who wants like a lot of filth would
Mhm.
buy an amplifier that has so much clean headroom. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it's like the preamp is like voiced in a really fat and fuzzy way. Like
Mhm.
it almost sounds like Sun Model T,
Okay.
or it sounds like what people expect a Sun Model T to sound like, but
Yeah.
they don't. They
Uh-huh.
only sound that way if you put a pedal in front.
Uh-huh. Okay, so those are also kind of not as high gain as people might.
No, like they're like never really clean, but also never high gain. They're like
okay.
crunchy amps
Yeah.
and like insanely loud, and they have this like grainy, gooey, fat saturation style
Mhm.
that blends really well with other gain structures. So
Awesome.
it's perfect for like like the classic Sun sound, like Sun the band, for example. They're named after the amplifier brand. They just play a Proco Rat into this,
Okay.
and like everything on max. Like it's a 150 watt amp. So you dial it in with your forearm, like it's amazing.
Awesome.
All those guys live, and they have those nice shirts that say "You ever breathe frequency," and that's what it feels like. It's a physical experience.
Awesome. So yeah, to sort of close off this little chat, I'd like to know what's coming for Lichtlaerm Audio. What's gonna be new, and what are you working on? And can you tell anything about that?
Yeah. So firstly, we have 2 pedals that we're going to introduce here, or that we're going to film stuff for. We have a lot of pedals finished that we're going to release over the next few months. Actually, I finished most of the designs by the end of last year because I was planning to really go all out this year and do a release every month.
Wow.
But then I noticed, like, hey, I'm working way too much.
Yeah.
I have a girlfriend, an amazing dog, I have friends, I have a band.
Alive.
So
Yeah.
alive, kinda. So there's a lot coming, like a lot of pedals. I just yesterday posted a super cool project that we're working on. It's a DSP environment. So there's gonna be like multi MIDI controlled preset capable reverbs, delays, granular stuff, pitch shifting, all that kind of stuff. So we teamed up with a guy who studied at Harvard, Phil's Lab. He's on YouTube, amazing channel if you're into electronics or stuff like this. He helped us with the design. And so we're going to go into digital stuff deeply. We had a lot of offers for plugin stuff. We're going to see what comes out of this.
Cool.
So I'm up for that. Like, I'm open to all kinds of technology. As much as I love 300 watt amp through an 8x12, I really enjoy keeping my hearing in old age and like to write with plugins or just use convenient solutions as well.
Look, all of that sounds really exciting, and I'm there for it, you know. And as he asked in the beginning of the video, if you have any ideas for a Prometheus or Lunchbox amplifier, let us know in the comments. If you have any suggestions, like things you'd like to see. Of course, I would want to see a lot of gain, a lot of chunk, small head shell, but the cut control has to be in there.
You know, what it's gonna be like.
Yeah.
So basically, just let us know, like, what features can you do without, because like the Prometheus has so many features. I know a lot of people don't really even need the clean channel. I love a good clean channel.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds, the heavies just sound heavier if you put a contrast to a clean sound.
Yeah.
But so that's another thing that we really considered, like a small lunchbox amp, but it's like we're open to suggestions. Like, I'm reading literally every comment, even though I'm not replying all the time because the internet can be a toxic shithole.
Yeah. Not you guys. You guys are all nice.
You're amazing. John has a good crowd, but I'm always keeping an open ear and reading everything. Usually, I'm taking notes like all the time. Like, if suggestions come up a couple of times, it just forces me to overthink what I'm doing. Yeah. And we just have to be flexible and keep an eye out and be there for the customer's wishes, I guess.
Sounds good. So yeah, let us know. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, give us a like, comment, check out my affiliate links to support the channel at no additional cost. Links below. Lichtlaerm Audio, link below. Check out Daniel's stuff if you haven't already, because the pedals he makes are amazing. The amp obviously is amazing, and just get him on the socials and look at the updates because he's got some exciting stuff going.
Sure.
And 42 Gear Street 6, we're having a blast, chilling out, having fun, checking out gear, talking to people, and it's going to be interesting to see what else will happen here.
Yeah, definitely. It's a really cool event.
Yeah, we're enjoying it, and thanks for watching.